That modified car you see rolling down the street might look impressive, but some of those modifications could land the owner in handcuffs. Law enforcement officers are specifically trained to identify illegal vehicle modifications, and the penalties range from hefty fines to actual criminal charges. The automotive aftermarket industry makes billions selling parts that are technically illegal for street use, and most buyers have no idea they're breaking the law until they see those blue lights in their mirror. Today, I'm revealing 15 car modifications that are illegal in most states, some of which carry penalties severe enough to bankrupt you or put you behind bars. Number 15 is so common you probably see it daily, yet it's banned in dozens of states. Let's start there. Modification 15, wheel well lighting systems. LED strips mounted inside wheel wells create that dramatic underglow effect on your rims, but they're illegal for street use in most jurisdictions. States like Michigan specifically prohibit tire valve stem lights and any interior lighting visible from outside the vehicle. Minnesota restricts lighting to amber, red, and approved headlight colors only. Even if the LED strip itself isn't visible and only the glow reflects off your wheels, you're still violating the law in most places. Pennsylvania bans all accessory lighting unless the vehicle is parked for display purposes. The enforcement inconsistency makes this confusing. Some officers ignore subtle wheel lighting while others write citations for any aftermarket illumination. Many of these systems are motion activated, only turning on while driving, which is exactly when you're most likely to attract police attention. Retailers market these as show car accessories without mentioning street legality because those warnings would hurt sales. Modification 14, colored fog lights. Federal regulations and most state laws strictly control fog light colors. Those blue, red, or purple fog lights available everywhere online are completely illegal for public road use. Blue and red lights can result in charges for impersonating law enforcement, which is a serious criminal offense in every state. Even amber fog lights can be problematic if they're too bright or flash in certain patterns. White and approved yellow are your only safe options, but many aftermarket colored fog lights lack proper DOT certification regardless of color. Law enforcement can identify illegal fog light colors from significant distances. That distinctive blue glow essentially advertises that you're running illegal modifications. What makes this particularly problematic is that major retailers openly sell these products despite their illegality for street use. Police departments specifically train officers to recognize aftermarket lighting during traffic stops, and they can distinguish factory from aftermarket installations instantly. Some jurisdictions deploy undercover officers at car shows and meets to document vehicles with illegal lighting for future enforcement actions. Modification 13, aftermarket air horn systems. Train horns and industrial air horns might sound impressive, but they create noise pollution and violate local ordinances in most areas. States require vehicle horns to produce reasonable volume levels. A 150 decibel air horn definitely doesn't qualify as reasonable. Excessively loud horns can be cited as noise violations, particularly in residential zones. Some cities specifically prohibit horns exceeding certain decibel thresholds, and inappropriate use can result in disturbing the peace charges. Aftermarket air horn systems loud enough to cause hearing damage to pedestrians and other drivers are more hazardous than helpful. Despite marketing claims, louder horns often reduce safety by startling drivers and causing unpredictable reactions. Installation shops rarely warn customers about local noise regulations when selling these systems. Emergency vehicles use specific horn patterns and frequencies for recognition purposes. Aftermarket air horns can interfere with the public's ability to identify and respond to actual emergency vehicles. Modification 12, electronic license plate concealment devices. Hidden electronic systems that obscure or darken license plates might seem high-tech, but using them constitutes DMV fraud, which is typically classified as a Class A felony. Penalties include fines up to $10,000 and prison sentences up to 3 years. The device itself exists in a legal gray area, but activating it to hide your state-issued plate crosses into felony territory. Even possessing the capability to obscure your plate makes law enforcement suspicious. These systems are often discovered during routine traffic stops when officers notice unusual electronic components or wiring. Federal agencies now track these devices as potential tools for criminal activity, and simply purchasing one can place you on investigative watch lists. The electronic components and control mechanisms are recognizable to trained officers. Most systems leave visible wiring and hardware that experienced cops can identify immediately, even if the blackout function is never activated. Modification 11. Radar detection devices. Radar detectors are completely illegal in Virginia and Washington, D.C. for all vehicles. They're banned in commercial vehicles in Illinois, New York, and New Jersey. Some states prohibit windshield mounting due to obstruction laws. Even where legal, mounting restrictions can result in citations for obstructed vision. The technology itself is legal to own in most locations, but specific restrictions on use and mounting create confusing regulatory patchworks. Some states allow radar detectors but prohibit windshield mounting, forcing you to mount them in locations where they're less effective. Commercial vehicle bans remain in place because regulators believe professional drivers should comply with speed limits without technological assistance. If you're finding this information valuable, hit that like button. We researched extensively to bring you accurate information on these regulations. Make sure to watch through to number 1. It could result in $5,000 fines without warning. Modification 10. Ultradark paint finishes. While not universally illegal, ultradark paints like Vanta Black create serious safety concerns. These coatings absorb nearly all light, making vehicles nearly invisible in certain conditions, especially at dawn, dusk, or in shadowed areas. Law enforcement can cite these under general safety violations or reckless endangerment if they determine the paint creates hazardous conditions. Some states have specific vehicle visibility requirements that these paints clearly violate. Insurance companies may refuse coverage for accidents involving visibility-related issues. Your stealth appearance becomes a liability when other drivers can't see your vehicle and cause collisions. Military and aerospace industries use these materials for legitimate purposes, but on civilian vehicles they create unnecessary safety risks that outweigh any aesthetic benefits. Modification 9. Flame-throwing exhaust systems. Exhaust modifications that produce flames are illegal in most jurisdictions as fire hazards. These modifications typically involve disabling safety systems to create actual flames from the tailpipe, violating fire codes and safety regulations. Beyond illegality, they're incredibly dangerous. Flames can ignite nearby vehicles, vegetation, or fuel vapors at gas stations. Many repair shops refuse to work on vehicles with these modifications due to liability concerns. Some states treat flame-throwing exhausts similarly to carrying incendiary devices. Professional race cars use anti-lag systems that create flames, but only in controlled environments with safety equipment and trained personnel. Shops installing these systems often lack adequate insurance to cover fire damage claims, leaving vehicle owners financially responsible for incidents. Flame-throwing exhausts have started grass fires, damaged other vehicles in parking lots, and created serious hazards at fueling stations. Modification 8. Underglow and LED strip lighting. Neon underglow lighting faces wildly varying enforcement by state. Arizona allows amber or white side lighting only. Kansas prohibits flashing lights. Michigan restricts neon with complete bans on red and blue. The problem isn't the lights themselves, it's the colors and distraction factor. Red and blue are universally banned due to emergency vehicle associations. Modern underglow systems controlled via smartphone apps create new legal problems. Changing colors while driving can be classified as distracted driving. Some states permit underglow, others ban everything, and some have complex rules about when they can be activated. LED underglow makes enforcement difficult because officers can't always determine what colors the system can display just by observation. Modern systems with app control create legal vulnerabilities. Color changes while driving can be classified as distracted driving even if the lights themselves were legal. Some municipalities have created specific ordinances targeting underglow after complaints about flashing or rapidly changing lights disrupting neighborhoods. Modification 7. Nitrous oxide injection systems. No nitrous manufacturer claims their products are legal for street use. Every NOS system is sold for off-road or racing applications only. Nitrous systems are banned for street use in all 50 states when connected and functional. The systems themselves aren't illegal to own or install. It's only illegal when they're armed and ready to use on public roads. Law enforcement training now includes spotting nitrous installations during traffic stops. They look for bottles, lines, solenoids, and the activation button or switch. Insurance companies can void coverage entirely if they discover an armed nitrous system after an accident. Some states treat nitrous possession similarly to controlled substances. The bottles can be confiscated as evidence of intent to violate emissions laws. Most people think NOS is just a performance modification like cold air intakes. It's actually federally regulated because it's classified as a performance-enhancing substance for vehicles. Modification 6. ECU tuning for emissions defeat. Reflashing your engine control unit to disable emissions controls is federally illegal. The EPA aggressively prosecutes emissions tampering, finalizing 172 civil cases from 2020 to 2023, resulting in $55.5 million in penalties plus 17 criminal cases with jail time. Modern cars run conservatively to meet emission standards, often leaving 20 to 50 horsepower untapped. Professional tuning can unlock this power by disabling emissions controls, but doing so violates federal law. The California Air Resources Board has become particularly aggressive about prosecuting tuners and shops. While tunes might be invisible to casual inspection, some manufacturers now use tamper-evident ECU seals, and others monitor for non-factory calibration files during warranty service. The EPA now sends violation notices directly to car owners based on VIN tracking from tuning shops. They're building databases of modified vehicles for future enforcement. Even carb-legal parts can become illegal if installed incorrectly or on the wrong model year. The certification is incredibly specific and rarely transfers between vehicle variations. Modification 5. Extreme suspension alterations. Extreme lowering and lifting create safety hazards and legal problems. Connecticut allows maximum 4-inch lifts. Georgia limits increases to 2 inches. Vehicles that scrape or have compromised geometry can be deemed unsafe and impounded. Most cities prohibit hydraulic operation while moving, and some ban their use entirely. Even legal modifications can draw unwanted police attention. Vehicles too low that scrape pavement can be deemed unsafe and ticketed or impounded. Some states now use acoustic monitoring to detect vehicles with modified suspensions, creating unusual road contact sounds. Hydraulics were invented as workarounds for height restrictions, but most cities prohibit their use while moving. Insurance implications are massive. Modified suspension systems often void coverage entirely, leaving owners financially exposed if accidents occur due to handling changes. Modification 4. Window tint violations. Every state has different tint laws, and very dark window tint can impair nighttime visibility. Illinois prohibits side and front window tint except for medical conditions, but enforcement seems selective. 5% limo tint is ignored in some areas but results in citations elsewhere. Some states require 70% light transmission on front windows, while others allow as low as 35%. Tint shops often don't warn customers about crossing state lines. Your legal California tint becomes illegal the moment you enter Nevada. The primary safety concern isn't police visibility into your vehicle during stops. It's that excessive tint makes it difficult for you to see out, especially at night. Police officers in some states carry special tools for measuring light transmission to determine violations. Modification 3. Aftermarket lighting systems beyond headlights. In several states, any added lighting on your vehicle could be problematic. Most laws were designed to ban lights resembling emergency vehicle illumination. LED headlight retrofits into housings not designed to properly aim the beam are hazardous. Kentucky recently passed laws banning colored LED bulbs in headlights, not only because they distract other drivers, but because incorrect installation makes beam control difficult. Light bars are particularly problematic. While extra lights might seem to improve safety, mounting light bars visible from the front can be illegal in many states if they can be mistaken for emergency lighting. That modified car you see rolling down the street might look impressive, but some of those modifications could land the owner in handcuffs. Law enforcement officers are specifically trained to identify illegal vehicle modifications, and the penalties range from hefty fines to actual criminal charges. Some aftermarket LED strips are so bright they blind oncoming drivers, making them more dangerous than helpful. Many truck owners install light bars for off-road use but forget they're illegal on public roads. The RGB lighting trend has made enforcement trickier. Officers now carry color detection tools to determine if white LEDs are shifting through illegal colors. Modification 2: Blue HID headlight conversions. While you might think brighter HID bulbs make you a conscientious driver, blue-tinted headlights are illegal in most states because they don't provide proper illumination and can be confused with emergency lighting. The problem isn't just color, it's science. Blue light has shorter wavelengths that don't penetrate fog, rain, or snow as effectively as white or yellow light, making them less safe than standard headlights. Kentucky, California, and several other states specifically prohibit any headlight color except white or amber. Even blue-tinted bulbs claiming to be xenon look are illegal if they emit blue light instead of white. Law enforcement can identify these from significant distances. Some departments now use spectral analysis equipment during traffic stops to prove color temperature violations in court, eliminating arguments about whether lights appear blue. Installing HIDs or LEDs in housings designed for halogen bulbs isn't just illegal. It can actually perform worse than stock while blinding other drivers. The beam pattern scatters everywhere except where you need it. Modification 1: Rolling coal diesel modifications. Rolling coal involves modifying diesel engines to deliberately emit large amounts of black or gray exhaust. It's essentially turning your truck into a mobile environmental disaster, and the practice is illegal in most jurisdictions due to clean air law violations. Modifications typically cost $200 to $5,000 and include intentional particulate filter removal, smoke switches, large exhausts, and smokestacks. According to government estimates, this practice can increase nitrogen oxide emissions by 310 times, non-methane hydrocarbons by 1,400 times, and carbon monoxide by 120 times normal levels. The legal consequences are severe. In 2023, companies in Idaho and California pleaded guilty in federal court to conspiracy to violate the Clean Air Act and agreed to $1 million fines each. In 2021, 6 bicyclists were struck by a 16-year-old rolling coal in Texas when he attempted to engulf them in exhaust. That incident turned rolling coal into aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charges. Federal agents now conduct undercover operations at truck meets and diesel performance shops to catch coal rolling modifications in progress. Some states have created anonymous tip lines where citizens can report coal rolling vehicles. Have you seen any of these modifications on the road? Or do you know anyone running illegal mods? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to learn about legal features already built into your car that you never knew existed, check out our Hidden Car Features video next. You won't regret it.